of who signs the 2017 appropriation bill into law has continued to generate reactions from members of the public, especially since the Information Minister Alhaji Lai Mohammed said that the presidency is unsure of who signs the budget. Good morning and welcome to Viewpoint. I am Ifoma Igwe.
2017 budget, there is a controversy as to who will sign it. It's laughable that at a time like this, the country is worried over who will sign, when the constitution is clear that it is the president who ought to perform that function. When the president cannot do so, and he has transmitted to the National Assembly the reason why he cannot perform the function of his office in the interim, the vice president becomes an acting president. And then he acts for all purposes. And so he has the prerogative and the powers to sign that budget without any conjecture, without any debate. The function of the presidency cannot be performed by the acting president. But according to them, they said they are asking to coordinate the affairs of the presidency. Whereas he's supposed to act as the president like he did before and perform all the function of the president. I think our people should wake up so that they will not be inviting anarchy.
Nigeria cannot stand still during his illness. All the functionaries of government should be optimum, in spite of the president being away. And like everybody is aware, he transmitted powers to the vice president to act by law on his behalf. So whatever the president is supposed to do when he's on seat, the vice president should be doing it. So Osinbajo should have no qualm whatsoever, and the Senate should support him in this, for him to sign the 2017 appropriation bill so that Nigerians can have a lease of life. As you are aware, the economic situation of the country is poor. More importantly, the inflation in Nigeria is running in double digits compared to other civilized countries of the world. So in my opinion, the budget should be signed now and money disbursed to the various ministries, departments and agencies so that they can function effectively.
The Constitution has taken care of that matter. In fact, by the provision of Section 141 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it states categorically that there shall be the office of Vice President, and we have only one Vice President. And then again, by the provision of Section 145, it states that in the absence of the President, the Vice President shall act in an acting capacity. So what that means is that by operation of law, the Vice President becomes the President, though in an acting capacity. So the Vice President can, as an acting president now, endorse or sign any bill, whether or not it is the appropriation bill. So I want us as Nigerians to be guided by the Constitution. The Constitution is the ground norm, is the organogram, and like lawyers will say, if any statute or any law is inconsistent with the Constitution, to that extent of its inconsistency, it becomes null and void. I know people are talking about the transmission of letters. Well, that same Section 145 talks about it, that if the president for some reasons cannot discharge his functions, he can transmit letters to the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives as well within a period of time. But why is he here to do that? The Vice President takes over the mantle of leadership. So what that contemplates is that whether or not the President transmits the letter or not, the Vice President acts as the President. That is why that office is provided for by law.
I don't see any controversy around there because this country will have every person in place that are supposed to take decisions as at and when due. But by the time they refuse to do that, you should know that there is a setup somewhere. And the Vice President has been handling and piloting the affairs of this nation. I believe he is still there. to take up the issue. What is wrong in him signing the budget into law? With consent from the president, thank God he's still there, he can do it. Otherwise, by rule of law, by everything possible, the vice president, if he is acting, he takes charge in its entirety, in its totality.
2016 budget has just ended, and there's a need for us to make 2017 budget a reality, having gone through the National House of Assembly. But the question now is that for as much as the Vice President is acting in active capacity, the absence of the President, I believe his availability and his capability will enable him to quickly sign the budget so that it can become active, so that the society, so that the economy can bounce back into reality. That's if it's a matter of urgency. That is when the Vice President that is physically okay and mentally okay can actually do that. But if it's not a matter of urgency, I believe the President, for as much as is alive, wherever is he, whether it can be waited for to sign the budget, I believe there's still a possibility there. It's not supposed to be a controversy for as much as we have a President.
To me, there's no controversy. The President Buhari, who has gone to London for medical checkup, has transmitted a letter to the Senate giving power, full power to acting President Osinbajo to act instead. So whatever he can do, he will do it. He has the right to sign the president to the budget. There's no conflict. He has the right to sign because he's the acting president. The president is not in the country. He's on medical leave, so he has given power to acting president to act instead. So to me, there's no controversy there. The moment the budget is transmitted to Osinbajo, he will sign.
Some of our respondents are of the view that the acting president, Yemi Osinbajo, should go ahead and endorse the budget as, according to the constitution, he has all the legal rights to do that. The presidency had also said that the acting president, Yemi Osinbajo, will sign the 2017 budget into law after he's done going through the contents. I am Ifoma Igwe. Good morning.